Welcome back to Etrain's Wicked Good Picks. These picks aren't a dumpster fire. These picks aren't horrendous. These picks are wicked good. This is week 17. Man, the season's almost over. NFL best bets. I've kind of decided at this point of the year the whole thoughts and handicapping on every game, forget that. Just right to the best bets. It's week 17. There's less thoughts and considerations. You know who the teams are. They are who we thought they were. Let's get right into the picks. The first pick is the LA Rams minus 5.5. That's at minus 108 at FanDuel. This line has been bouncing around all week. I think they're way better than the Giants. I don't know. It's very simple. I think they're a better team. I think the Giants are out of playoff contention. I know it's in New York, but LA has such a massive advantage in the rest. They played on Thursday night, where the Giants played during the weekend. So the Rams got to play their game, have Christmas, and then travel to the East Coast, where I don't think the home field is a very big deal. I know it's outdoors. The Rams are a dome team, but I just think Matt Stafford in this offense is so much better than Tyrod Taylor and the Giants offense. So I like the Rams minus 5.5. On to the next pick is a player prop. We got DeAndre Swift over 66.5 yards rushing. And that's on FanDuel at minus 111 or minus 112, excuse me. The Cardinals have the worst rush defense in the league. I think the Eagles will A, be ahead, and B, be able to rush the ball very easily. DeAndre Swift is their main back. Excuse me. The Cardinals give up over 140 yards a game. And that's just against every opponent. I think the Eagles have an excellent running attack, and I think Swift will easily get over 66.5 rushing yards. Before we go on to the next pick, I just want to let you guys know I'm doing NBA picks, and I'm crushing it. It's really hard to do NBA videos because by the time the picks are in, it's the middle of the afternoon. It's really not the best time for me to make videos. Where NFL, I have a whole week to prep and make a video. But I'm posting them on the channel, so if you hit the subscribe and hit the bells, you'll get a notification whenever I post a new bit of picks. I'm doing very well in the NBA and the picks if you look over to the channel. But on to the next NFL pick is the Seahawks minus 3.5. I have that at minus 105 at FanDuel. I just think the Seahawks are better than the Steelers. I think the Steelers had a nice lucky win. I want to say lucky, but Mason Rudolph played well against the Bengals. I don't think Mason Rudolph is going to be able to travel to Seattle and play that well for a second game in a row. Seattle's defense has sneakily been playing these grindy games. Seattle had a horrendous defense for the first half, but the second half their defense has been pretty decent. So I think they should grind out Pittsburgh. It should be a low-scoring game. I also like the under in this game, but I really bet the minus 3.5. There's also a trend where now this trend is a little skewed because it goes back a long time, past when it was 17 games, but it's 8-7 teams that are favored at home. They have an unbelievable record. I think it was like 14-3 or something over the last 10 years. It's unbelievable, and it makes sense. You're a decent team. You're 8-7. You want to finish the year strong, perhaps improve your playoff positioning, and you're in front of your home crowd. You want to play well, so you cover the spread. So 8-7 teams that are favored at home have an unbelievable trend against the spread. So I think Seattle and the Rams both fit into that trend. And I also like the actual football matchup as well. So when a trend makes sense and the football matchup makes sense, I absolutely love those picks. On to the next pick. We have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I like under 44. It's at minus 110 on DraftKings. I mean, the Chiefs are an under team. It's simple as that. Chiefs, under. When I say Chiefs, you say under. Chiefs. 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 Alright, that was lame. But Cincinnati last week against the Steelers, their offense didn't look great. I think this is, this is one of the more confusing lines of the week, which means it will probably be a loss. But 44 just seems too high. You're telling me both these teams are going to break 20? This is going to be 23-21? I don't see that. I see this as being both teams in the teens. Maybe one team destroys the other defensively and gets its 30 just little, but there's no way this gets over a 44. We have 2 picks left. But before we get to those, please like, subscribe, comment down below. What are your best bets? How was your Christmas? Hope you had a great holiday. Let me know your best sports memory over the Christmas weekend. There was so many sports playing. Hockey, college football bowl games, college basketball, NBA, NFL. It was crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below your favorite bet or favorite game that you watched over your Christmas weekend. 2 picks left. Let's get some winners. I like Josh Allen over 238.5. I got that at minus 115 on DraftKings. The New England defense has an excellent rush defense. I think Josh Allen at home, it's going to be cold, but it's not going to be too windy. I think he'll be able to throw the ball, and I think he'll get over 238 and a half. And the last pick, but not the least pick, is Baker Mayfield over 228.5. And I have that at minus 114 at FanDuel. Now, Baker Mayfield has some incentives in his contract that if he reaches certain passing levels, he gets big money. So I think he's very motivated to fill up the stat sheet and to get some yardage. So it's also a division battle where when you're playing your divisional opponent in week 17, there is no garbage time. So I really do think that he's going to get over the 228.5. Let me elaborate on the garbage time comment. This late in the season, a divisional game that really the division matters on the line, it's going to be a close game where neither team wants to make a mistake, and coaching-wise is going to be very conservative. But I think in the end of the game, or the end of both halves, there's going to be hurry-up offense. And under this hurry-up offense in 2-minute drill, your quarterback can get 40, 50 yards quickly just by snapping it, throwing, quick throw, they get down, they run to the line, spike the ball, snap it, throw it, get out of bounds, throw it, time out, etc., etc., etc. But in close games, the end of both halves, the run games get thrown out the door. And I could see Baker Mayfield easily flying over 228.5. These are 6 wicked good picks for this Saturday and Sunday. No Monday Night Football this week. I just want to make a comment about how the NFL will put a game on Christmas Day when that's the NBA's game day, or on this day. They don't give a fuck about any other sport. But college football, they have a little respect for. It's almost like their supplier. They don't want to spit in their supplier's face. There's college football playoff games on Monday. So there's no NFL games on Monday. Isn't that a coinkydink? Well, these were Etrain's wicked good picks for Week 17. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Have a happy New Year.